You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. How we doing? We're talking Jets today. We're talking Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. It's that time of year, folks. And I know you only saw a sneak preview last year, but here's what I got. Aaron is in camp, and he's dominating camp. He's looking really good. He's moving around well. He's getting up and down. Robert Salah's very satisfied. And Paul Hackett and him are just going to get ready. And this is a great duo. You got Hackett was a longtime coordinator with him over there in the Green Bay Packers, has joined up. Came over from the Denver Broncos. They got a target on their back. There's no doubt about it. They're going to start out with the San Francisco 49ers. What I think is going to be an extremely tough game, both teams, but it's going to be harder on the Niners because Hackett and Rodgers can pick them apart, and that's just what he does. But if you look at it now, and we finally got an opportunity to get back in the saddle again, and he's happy, Jets fans are breathing a sigh of relief, but we got to play football. There's no doubt about it. And that's what Aaron does, and that's what the Jets are doing. As you can see, they're working out in camp. Now, here's the deal, and here's what happens with that. You got to get in there, and you got to get your timing back. There's no doubt about it, and that's what they're doing now. They lost a little bit of timing. But the Jets, they got what it is what it is. And when you look at it, they're going to play the Niners, okay? They got them on the opener, and they're going to walk down that line until they get there. Okay, they open up. They'll get the Niners Monday night. It's going to be a tough ball game both ways. I think it's going to be tougher for the Niners, and here's why. Okay, because you got kind of some new coaches going on the defensive side, and what they're going to do is go up against a quarterback that can spin it. They're not expecting him to be injured. They just expect him to play football. So when you look at Rodgers and you look at the career and everything he's had, obviously, we go to the Jets 2023. Okay, there was nothing good about that year, and we're just bringing it to you. But if you look at the numbers, folks, here's what you got. Okay, 2020, spun it for 4,200 yards, 221, 4,000, took a dip. Him and LaFleur couldn't get on the same page, so he took a dip. A little bit coming in that year, but here's what really went down. 64% completion, 3,600 yards, 26 touchdowns. Now, here's what the Jets would take any day of the week. They'd take that number. But Aaron has got something a little bit different he's looking to put into the showcase. I mean, he wants to move it along, and he wants to get back up in his MVP years where he's spinning it well. And guys, look, he's got an all-time passer rating. I mean, you want to look at his interceptions over the year. The guy, he doesn't throw interceptions, okay? So what you got, he threw 12, 4, and 5 in the MVP years, and that's what the Jets are looking to put back. But you got another target. Man, they're going to be putting him on a target there because what Peyton did was the most disrespectful thing anybody could do in the NFL. And a lot of people do a lot of disrespectful things, but one thing the NFL schedule makers believe in is poking the bear. So they're going to poke the bear this year. The Jets have got the Broncos. I got somewhere in the neighborhood of a 40-burger going to get dropped on them. There's no doubt about it. Now, when you look at it, what's going on there? You got the 49ers, got the new coordinators, no doubt. But you got Robert Salah and Kyle. They know each other, okay? Salah was the 49ers defensive coordinator, so there's nothing Kyle's going to do that's going to shock him, okay? But he's going to get after him, and he's going to unleash the dogs. Now, when you get to Hackett and Rodgers, it's two peas in a pod. First time, like Peyton Manning, Rodgers going to run the offense. Hackett's going to assist him. You may see them getting a little argument here and there like they did on Hard Knocks, but these guys got it dialed in, okay? And the way it worked in Green Bay, okay, let's be honest, Hackett and Rodgers got it done. That's what you're going to see with the Jets, okay? So this is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, and we got it for you. And it's time to go back and look at it. And he's back in camp. We're bringing it to you. Like I said, I don't know Rodgers' personal life, but I know his NFL life very well. And as far as an NFL player, and we're bringing this to you by the New York Jets, you know, he's in the building. Things have calmed down. And I'll tell you this, folks, Aaron Rodgers is a heck of a football player. Now, what does that mean? That means he studies, he looks at it, he knows tendencies, and he knows for a fact that none of the AFC defensive coordinators know him. It's going to be shocking because the Jets haven't had a quarterback in a long time, okay, to put up numbers like Aaron Rodgers. Now, as I said with Woody Johnson, missing minicamp and all that, that doesn't matter. He's a vet, okay? Just like Trent Williams. He wants to sit out a little camp, great. But here's the deal. Rodgers is coming in. He's taking control. He told these guys grow up last year. Everybody there is happy to see their leader back. And Jets, you get ready for a good season. And what I'm talking about when a good season, I'm saying, look, guys, this is going to be the best season the Jets have had in a long time. And when you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, we don't ever stop, folks. It's been going on for 20 years. And I'll tell you got the best in the business. Okay, you got the most efficient quarterback in the business. You got the smartest quarterback in the league. And you got somebody dedicated to football. And when I say dedicated to football, let me tell you what I mean about Aaron Rodgers. He got out of all the sponsorships. He says, I don't need to do any more commercials. You know what? I just need to play football. And I'm telling you, he had a moment that took him really down deep. He didn't know if he was going to play again. By the grace of God, got him back. I know his father's a chiropractor, Ed. Good relationship with Dad. We get a chance to talk here and there. But the bottom line is they know how to put the body back together. He came home. He came to California. And now he's about to do damage that he's supposed to do. Woody, you're going to get your money's worth. And Jets, fans, you stay tuned. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. And here's what I'll tell you, Jets fan. I'll guarantee you this. Nobody knows Aaron Rodgers better than me at the quarterback position. Like I said, I don't know his personal life, but you got ESPN, you got First Take, you got all the national media. They don't know Aaron Rodgers. And I can tell you this, Aaron Rodgers is smarter than every one of them. Okay, and he knows a whole lot more about football. And I'm not interested in what Shannon Sharp says because Shannon Sharp caught a break. Okay, you catch a break every now and then because my tight end at Chico State, Chris Verhulst, was better than Shannon Sharp. He pulled his growing, but God has plans for all of us. And you're seeing somebody who has been chosen, who is God-gifted, Aaron Rodgers, and he's a man with the purpose. So I tell the Jets fans, get ready. It's going to be a beautiful season for the New York Jets. And I'm right behind you. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, and we're powered up by Fanatics, and we're bringing it to you each and every week. But the time is here. The Jets fans, it's time to roll. And let me tell you something, guys. This ain't going to be no long party, okay? This is going to be a stop-in, 40 burger on Sean Payton. You got a schedule that works well. We'll take care of Buffalo. There's no doubt about it. And the Steelers, that'll be a good one. And then you're going to get into Robert Salah and Kyle will open up. And it's going to be a nightmare for the 49ers because you got the most experienced quarterback in the NFL, Hall of Fame, first ballot. And I'm telling you, when you get into here and you get into these two guys, these are two first-year guys, they're just putting it in, and it's going to be a wait and see. But you get to these two guys, they've been doing it a long time, folks, a long time. And I'm going to tell you something, they got something special because Rodgers is going to know every single defensive player on every one of the teams. Okay, he's going to know the DBs. Okay, he's going to know the depth charts of every team. He's going to know the front four. Now, that's what he specializes in the front four. You won't have people ask him questions about it, but he looks at what he can do against each front four, okay, and how he can penetrate that, what calls and audibles he needs to make. And guys, I'll tell you, he's going to send guys on different routes once he identifies the mic and where the defense is. You got the smartest quarterback. You got a Broadway Aaron like Broadway Joe. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, and we're talking Jets. All righty, we'll see you soon. All things are possible to those who believe.